This is Texas Reppin' coming with your weekly installment. Breakdown, power rankings, players of the week, stat trackers, all that good stuff. So let's open it up. First of all, we got the game of the week. We got, who is that? San Francisco and the Cardinals. And we got, who is representing who? Let's see, we got Tyler Harris, 1, representing the Cardinals, coming in undefeated. And then Love Play 8-9 or 8-7-9. Both of them, I think, are new to the league. Tyler Harris may have been here last year. But anyway, making some noise out there in the West. Great matchup. Oh, matter of fact, San Francisco is 3-1. So let me check that. But yes, so power rankings coming to you again. Let's see the top 10 teams according to Daddy Stats. Daddy Leagues, my bad. We got Jameson 409 coming in at number 1 with the Ravens, followed by the Cardinals with Tyler Harris. Then we got Market with the Cowboys, followed by the Patriots. Who's the Patriots usually? We got Finesse 2-time. Then the Saints. That's that Emperor dude. Let me pull up, see his name right. Yeah, Emperor Q. And then we got the Chargers, long time. Who's that? I think that's I Got Game. Yeah, I Got Game for sale. And the Chargers at number 6. The Dolphins at number 7 with Mike Big. Then we got the Titans coming in with Red Rum 187 and 8. The Steelers coming in. Who rocking the Steelers? Let's see, man. Forgive me, I'm looking through online here as y'all see me scrolling. Last week, you know, it was strictly audio, but Caterkiller coming in at number 9, and then again San Francisco and Love Play 8-7-9 rounding out the top 10. So it's shaking up, man. The league is moving forward. I know a lot of y'all boys have had injuries. While we talking about injuries, let's take a quick look at that and see some of the significant injuries in the league and how long people gonna be sitting out. Where is that at? We got my bad, it's gonna be on the news. We got injury report at. Matter of fact, it's over here on the team injury report. There we go. Let's just scroll through. Up off the muscle, you see we got 2 of our top players out. Byron Jones, he had 3 more weeks. Martavius Bryant out 2 more weeks. Left outside linebacker, not big deal. No players for the Broncos, Browns, Buccaneers. Cardinals, a slew of injuries. Man, we got Rashawn Melvin out for 5 weeks, man. Paxton Lynch out another 5 weeks. Chargers, Bruce Irvin out of there. Benny Vaccaro, no injuries on the Chiefs, no on the Colts. Danny Pettis out for 4 weeks. Cowboys, no injuries. Dolphins, couple injuries, look like non-significant contributors. Melvin Gordon, wow, out 6 weeks. That's a big hit, man. This is really gonna shake up the league. Gonna see who really drafted for depth, or if it was just superstars that they going out, man. A lot of these young teams are gonna be okay if they don't have a lot of big names. That's a big injury right there. Brandon Williams out for another 2 weeks. A slew of injuries with the Jaguars, man. Center, broken thumb, cornerback, Charles Taylor, all 1 to 4 weeks. No injuries with the Jets, Lions, Packers, Panthers, Patriots. We got dislocated elbow. Jordan Jenkins out 2 weeks. Raiders, no injuries. Rams, no injuries. Ravens, TJ Watt out for 4 weeks. Danny Trevathan out for another 3 weeks. Redskins, no injuries. Saints, Datavis Brown out for another week. And the Seahawks, Aubrey Jones out for 3 weeks. None of the Steelers. Texans, we got Desmond Bryant, linebacker, and broken ribs with Craig Robertson, 2 weeks apiece. Titans, left guard. O-line is really hurting. 1 and 2 weeks on both of them. None for the Vikings, none for the Bears, and we back to the Bengals with it. So that's the injury report up through week, what is this, week 5? Was it week 4? Yeah, up through week 5, that's the injury report. 4 weeks played, and there we go. So when we talk about the top contributors on offense, according to Daddy Leagues, we got the passing leaders, Matt Ryan holding it down at number 1, Jacob Brissett at number 2, Mason Rudolph, Case Keenum, and Tyrod Taylor. To break down the numbers for those people, let me go over here and see if they got it in here stats, and see if also this lines up with what we're looking at in Daddy Leagues. So I'm gonna switch this to all right quick. NFL. Okay, yeah, and not quite. I guess they're doing it by. Oh, well, it's a little different here. So let's go off of this. Let's see how they're rating it is. So according to Daddy Links, the top 5 is Matt Ryan, then Jacoby Brissett, Mason Rudolph, Case Keenum, and then Tyrod Taylor. According to the actual franchise stats, we got, as you see, the top 5 right here, a little bit different order. So I'm not sure exactly if it was updated late or people play games or what the case may be, but I put both of them out there just so you can see them. So matter of fact, we're just gonna go with what's on here so we can give you a realistic update. Rushing leaders, we got Leonard Fournette holding it down at 370 yards, 92.5 yards a game, followed by Ezekiel Elliott at 89.5 a game, 358 yards. Tevin Coleman at 83.5 a game. Todd Gurley, which is hurt. That's huge. He was in the injury report. You know what I'm saying? He's coming in at 4th at 81 yards a game, 326 yards. 5th, David Johnson, and you see Adrian Peterson at 6th. We're gonna do the top 5 for all of them. Y'all see the rest of them on there though. So, man, this game has really changed, man. Look at this. We got rushing yards. The top person is under 100 yards a game. It's making the game a lot more realistic, man, as far as stat-wise. I don't know, I didn't look too much at the passing. I just see if it was as out of whack or as accurate, I should say. Yeah, that's a bit high, man. He really blowing it up. These dudes, all 3 of them, blowing it up, man. You got 4 games in. So yeah, they averaging big numbers, man. 382 yards a game. Yeah, it's some numbers being put up on the passing, but still, you know, looking at him, he's the only one. Him and Drew Brees, the only ones over 300 yards a game, which pretty much is pretty realistic if you ask me about it. Next stat, after rushing and passing, of course, we got receiving. Top receivers holding it down. We're gonna do touchdowns as well as yards. Receptions too, I guess we'll do that. So number 1 receiving, as far as receptions, Odell Beckham at the Giants, followed by Doug Baldwin, Chiefs, Amari Cooper with the Ravens, Demaryius Thomas, and then Allen Hurns. That rounds out the top 5. And you see from 33 to 25 receptions. When we talk about yards per game, who's getting the long ball completed? Man, got the Falcons holding it down with Deshaun Jackson, putting up 150 yards a game, just about 149.3. We got this big dude, man. This dude's been quietly putting up numbers, man. He's been on the Player of the Week a few times. I've seen him out there with the Saints putting up numbers. Actually, no, he hadn't been on there. That's been the quarterback that's been on there. But putting up numbers nonetheless. 12 touchdowns, as you see, 145 yards a game. Amari Cooper coming in right there, 140 yards a game. Odell Beckham, and then Martavius Bryant, my dude, he's still out, rounding out the top 5. He's at 124. Got 3 more weeks before I get that boy back. Touchdowns, it's not even close, man. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 12 touchdowns, 4 ahead of the pack, and that's his own teammate. I don't know what this dude is doing, man, but I advise y'all to get him to cast a game so y'all can get some labbing in, because whatever Emperor is doing, he's doing it well on this pass game, for sure. So that's yards, touchdowns, and receptions. We got a blocking. Nobody really care about that. We don't know how to change that shit, so it's all what it is. All right, leading tackler right now in the NFL. Shaquille Griffin, you got the one-arm bandit out there, man. You know what I'm saying? The boy out there shot it. I don't know if that's a good thing to have a corner leading the league at tackling. We have to look at the team defense in a minute and see if that equates to bad defense being played. We got the real-life cowboy rookie, the white boy Vander-ish. That's all we call him. But also, same thing with the Jaguars. Jaguars are making a lot of tackles with the top 2 leading tacklers in the league, coming in at 27 and 26 tackles apiece. You got Mr. Hill, left outside linebacker with Tampa Bay, coming in at 26 tackles. And then we got Preston Brown with the Chiefs, coming in right here with 21 tackles. And then rounding out the top 5, right here with E.J. Gaines, right here. When we talk about interceptions, actually we skipped over sacks. Top sacks right now, Josh Sweet. So we got Emperor putting it in on offensive passing wise and a fool in the sack. He's 10 over the next person in sacks. That's something huge. Look out for that, man. The scouting report is there. Next coming in, Levante David, 7.5. Brian Miller, 5.5. Marquise Flowers, hidden gem with the Falcons at 5.5. Trey Flowers coming in at 5.0. Interceptions. Who's doing what in the league of interceptions? All right, you got yours truly leading the league of interceptions, 2 ahead. Jordan Lewis coming in. I got 6. Jordan Lewis at 4. Or the corner, Deshaun Shee coming in at 4. Global Quinn coming in at 4, and a slew of others. Oh, actually 2 more coming in at 4, followed by Derwin James. That leaves out the defensive stats, and let's go to some of the team stuff that I got a request on last week to take a look at. So when we look at the team stuff, we're gonna do top offense. As you see in there, we got the Patriots, Saints, Chargers, Chiefs, Steelers, and that's by combined total yards. Top passing offense is the Saints, same order. Excuse my phone. All right, back to it. Top rushing offense. We got the Bengals, followed by the Steelers, Cardinals, Ravens, and Raiders. Patriots rounding out the top 5. Points per game. Who putting up numbers? Man, 63 points a game. We're going to have to check with commissioners, make sure there's no computer play in these games. Actually, I can look at it offline, but I ain't knocking it. He's doing his thing, but that's a whole lot of points. We got the Patriots coming in at 36.5, Cowboys 34.8, Chargers, Cardinals, and Steelers rounding out the top 5 at 28. Team defense, top team defense, total yards given up, number 1. We got Titans, followed by Cowboys, Patriots, Chargers, and Bengals rounding out the top 5. Then we talk about passing, and it's 578 with the Titans, Cowboys at 610, Patriots 632, Chargers, and then Bengals right there as well at 220. Actually, 768. When we talk about the top Russian defenses, Saints, followed by Dolphins, Titans, Bengals, and Cowboys. Points given up, same shit. Y'all see it there. And of course, we know probably the Saints is right here to lead that pack at 34. Family around, fumbles, Jets, interceptions, Saints. Man. All right, so there we go, man. Y'all get your games in. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back next week with a more in-depth broadcast. Y'all have a good one.